Hello, Pastor Doug back again with another Bible brief. Today I want to take a look at Titus chapter 1, verse 5. And this verse seems to be the verse, or one of the key verses, that Episcopalians use to defend their form of government, a episcopal form of government. Now, what's that? Episcopal church government is the notion that the church is governed by bishops, that there are super pastors that govern several churches, and that they have authority over the local church, kind of like a pyramid scheme. If you will, like you'll see this in Episcopal, Anglican, or Roman Catholic churches, where a bishop will appoint a local pastor or local priest. But let's read this text and let's see what it says. For this reason, I, Paul the apostle, left you, Titus, pastor, in Crete, that you would set in order what remains, and to appoint elders in every city as I directed you. Well, wow, there it is. There's a top-down form of government, that the apostle is directing this pastor to appoint elders in various churches. So, what's the Congregationalist response to this? Well, first of all, please remember, church government is a secondary issue. And by secondary, I do not mean unimportant. How the church is structured and governed is not a secondary thing. But however, obviously Christians can disagree about this. I believe in a congregational form of government, a more democratic form of government. And though I disagree with my Episcopal and Presbyterian brothers and sisters, I'm not going to throw them out of the kingdom because we have a different form of government. But again, how the church is governed is not trivial. When you hear the word secondary, never hear the word trivial. So how would a Congregationalist read this? Well, the focus would be on the word I. This is an apostle speaking. This is someone who has unique authority and power, someone who could write a book in the New Testament. And notice the qualification, as I directed you. So this is a unique situation where the apostle, with his authority directly from Jesus Christ, is telling this pastor to appoint elders. Now, you might ask, well, does this verse have application for Congregationalists? Yes, it does. I think this verse would apply to a missionary church. Let's say a church is starting up and you have a missionary who's starting up the church, and that person might appoint the leadership just to get the church going so it can be quickly put together. But once the church is established, I would argue as a Congregationalist, more congregational concepts come into play, as we read in Acts 6, where the congregation votes on deacons, or if you read in 1 Peter chapter 2, where everyone is a priest, let alone the word for church in the New Testament, ecclesia, literally means a voting assembly of people. So Titus 1 verse 5 is a beautiful verse. Our Episcopalian friends go here to defend their form of church government. Fine, great. But I've given you today a congregational understanding of this verse. Well, I hope that helps. And as always, Christ's grace and peace to you all. Amen.